Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Play action now, Walker.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now Walker.
Looking deep for Adams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Walker.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
From the 38,
Fields.
Johnson's got it complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
The Saints at 4-3, a game over 500. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Fields
gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing again on second down.
Fields.
Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Off the play fake. Walker. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. From the 45 on second down. Walker caught on the right side by Adams.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Walker.
Looking sideline, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
To throw is Walker. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On second down, Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw. There's Chris Olave.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wood.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And they go play action. Here's Walker.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Walker now to throw on 1st down.
And that's complete to Adams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13, Walker. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Walker.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have moved out in front.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Dancing to his left. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Working out of the gun here, Walker.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's third down. On third down, here's Kamara. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. Fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
First down, Walker.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Walker now.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
To throw again on second down.
Walker. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
On first and 10, Walker.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
On second down, Walker again.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
White will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Walker.
And it's complete to Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
A first down throw for Walker.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. 5 plays there on that drive.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On first down, it's Fields.
And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now Fields.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Walker. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Walker being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
He gets this one to Johnson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it again with Kamara. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Kamara off the draw.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now it's Fields.
He finds his man Johnson.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Back to throw, Fields.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Chandler Jones coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a toss, Kamara left side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That was the veteran Jamie Collins busting through to make the stop.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Walker. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Fields on 1st down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack on 1st down, Fields flushed out right. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Walker on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, Fields.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Fields. They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Moore on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Walker now on 1st down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Walker. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
Here's Walker. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. P.J. Walker with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And here's Fields. And that is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.